You know, when you see Volkmar's mustache glittering in the sun, you're going to be in for a good time. This battle between Boojilicious and Anti-Kaiju, which I definitely mixed up, yeah, recently. A replay for one of these guys for the other. I said it was Anti-Kaiju throughout most of the video, when in fact it was Boojilicious. But today they're actually going to be fighting against each other. We've got the Empire here being led by Volkmar. I believe this is actually Anti-Kaiju that's submitted. Boojilicious here playing... yeah, Tomb Kings. So, Cetra versus Volkmar. Some Outriders already in Vanguard taking some pot shots. We've got 4 Empire Knights, 2 on each flank. And then line of State Troop Spearmen and Swordsmen, along with Silver Bullets, 2 Halberdiers in the back, and a Bright Wizard. Very strong. Yeah, I mean, fire's always been strong, but especially in this matchup, given that all the Tomb King's characters, aside from Katep, are weak to fire damage. Cetra, up on his 10,000 HP kitten, is going to be quite dangerous, so that extra fire damage does help. We've also got Kepperguard, who, of course, have regeneration and are weak to fire damage as well. Some Nehekara Warriors and Skeleton Warriors, Skeleton Spears. Some Tomb King Skeleton Chariots, and Nehekara Horsemen, along with Skeleton Horsemen in the Vanguard in the back. So lots of stuff. Wide builds on both sides. Let's get things rolling. As Cetra eats a couple of bullets through the trees. Most of them are actually going to get blocked by this little copse here. So, Evil Bone Santa, I guess not evil, but Grumpy Boomer Bone Santa is going to be well hidden in the trees there. Empire Knight's going to give a nice charge up front. Volkmar also helping to disrupt, and the initial shock of this will help significantly lessen the impact of some of the more powerful infantry units the Tomb Kings have brought here. Like normally Nehekara Warriors, rather, trade very well against state troops. In the back, though, Outriders getting hit by those Vanguarded Skeleton Horsemen. Yeah, the Skeleton Horsemen's stats are so poor, they're actually not doing amazing initially, but they certainly will get the job done eventually, if not for the Spearmen reorganizing to try and get in the back line. Cetra also chasing, following up on Volkmar as he just blasts his way through hundreds of skeletons in a very short period of time. Just kidding, more like 34, but still trying his best. As are these Empire Knights trying to stop the Skeleton Horsemen, and Nehekara Horsemen try and bail out those Outriders, but it might be a lost cause already. Chariots are also having a little bit of a hard time operating due to the trees and the Empire Knights and lots of other things kind of blocking their path, but ooh, nice, a beautiful burning head cutting through some skeletons in the front line. Might actually burn some Empire State troops. Nope, looks like it mostly just goes through. Wow, that got like really nice contact over there on those Tomb Kings. Couldn't have asked for a better burning head, honestly. That's going to pop Realm of Souls, help heal the remaining Tomb Kings units, and Tomb King's left flank is definitely going well to a degree. I mean, Cetra's here. We've got lots of skeletons just inundating and pushing. Meanwhile, in the back line also, a lot of the missile units for the Empire have not been able to get set and effectively fight because of the cavalry pressure from the Tomb Kings. Nehekara Horsemen, generally a very cost-effective and good unit. Quintessential medium cavalry, of course. But some of the Outriders are able to get set now and start to apply a little bit of range pressure to Cetra. Outriders don't have the most burst in the world, but over a period of time they can definitely get some work done. Incantation of Protection will try and help shrug off some of that damage. Of course, Silver Bullets do have magical missile damage, so we will cut right through that like hot knife through butter. As, speaking of hot knives, the burning head just gonna slice right through those Nehekara Warriors. Overrun now into some more skeleton infantry. It does a little bit of damage to state troops, but burning head's just such a strong spell. I mean, it's gone through a few iterations where it wasn't great, but generally has been one of the better AoE damage spells in the game, more cost-effective ones. Let's see, Ushabti summoned here, just beating up infantry basically wherever they can. We've also got Chariots still online on that far side, turning the flank, looking to start dropping some rear charges and break up the Empire's remaining infantry. But Kepperguard being finished off by Volkmar there. Really nice slow fire bombardment placement. Aims it right on top of them, and oh man, okay, I thought, it looks like Volkmar actually has an order to charge past Cetra. I thought he was literally going to charge Cetra with Volkmar, like, yes, I approve, but also why? Like, yeah. Volkmar not being stopped up too much by those skeletons. It does look like he's able to stay moving for the most part, which is super important. Yeah, kind of gets stopped up a little bit there. But Cetra will be the one to charge him. That nice melee breath attack. Volkmar much more concerned with upping his KD versus these skeletons. He's going to continue massacring them in short order as the missile units slowly start to bring their guns to bear against Cetra. He pulls away now, and looks like Nehekara horsemen. Yeah, there are still a few hanging around, still a few Empire Knights as well that can help protect the silver bullets and whatnot. But skeleton chariots getting a little bit tangled up here. I don't know exactly what's going on with their pathing, but having a hard time. Again, the trees here are providing quite a bit of cover for both sides, kind of blocking some of the missiles, but also making the chariots' job much more difficult of trying to get back and get on those silver bullets. Cetra could carry a lot of this by himself if the missile units for the Empire could be eliminated. And it looks like, yeah, chariots trying from the other side now to get through. Halberds immediately moving to block and forces skeleton chariots into an awkward little side charge here, and the swordsmen in the woods. Chariots just not getting great contact, and as a result, Cetra is getting gadded down by these outriders and handguns. Finally, one skeleton chariot does get through. Halberds are not able to continuously maneuver in time. Silver bullets will eat a charge there, but the halberds are able to eventually get in, start to dismantle these chariots. The question is, has the damage already been done on Cetra? Doesn't have a lot of capacity to heal himself, but yes, there we go. There's the charge. Volkmar into Cetra that we've been looking for. Volkmar getting his chariot all turned around, and yeah, looks like the Tomb King's actually going to throw in the towel there after another burning head. I think they just probably felt they couldn't quite shut down those remaining missile units. Delicious taking home the loss, unfortunately, but honestly very well played to both players. Super fun and wide builds. Love to see those grand scale battles. That's what Total War is all about, right? So interesting to see Empire Knights with 100 kills, only 300 value. That's cheap skeletons for you. Yeah, for the Empire's value, a lot of that came from these missile units, obviously, silver bullets. The Outriders performing quite well when they're able to set and shoot. The Halberdiers, likewise, almost 100 kills, 768 damage gold value, very cost-effective and nice. Volkmar himself doesn't get as much value, perhaps, as I would have expected. Same thing for this Bright Wizard with those nicely placed burning heads, but tactically it's just quite useful. And then the Spearmen also trading well. Tomb King's lack of armor on their chariots does punish them to a degree. It makes them a little bit tricky to use, especially on a map that's that heavily wooded, but nonetheless, yeah, Cetra not quite topping 1,000 value there. Some of the Nehekara warriors pay for themselves, and again, crazy value on these spearmen, man, just fighting like cavalry or Volkmar, or I don't know exactly what, but definitely an interesting one. Yeah, maybe honestly a little bit of an overinvestment in the light cavalry. Like, I don't know, he brought a lot of stuff to try and shut down the missiles, and ultimately wasn't quite able to in the end. I mean, part of that's credit to Anti-Kaiju for defending well. Part of that is also down to the terrain. But, you know, considering that, I'm not sure. I might try and change up this composition a little bit. Maybe decrease the cost on the cavalry and take even more Nehekara warriors? I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you do like this sort of content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Every time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.